This is actually a pretty short lesson. Even whenever I went to go put questions in on this lesson, it only gave me 2 questions, so I actually did it twice, so it gave me two very similar questions. What we're talking about here is the logarithm function and the development of the rules of logarithms. And you'll notice on all of these that they're keeping the base the same. So, you could call that base E if you want on this question number 1. It's really not important. The fact is that you see that it's log base E26 minus log base E8. Yeah. Because they're the same base, they'll ultimately end up dropping. But what is subtraction whenever I'm subtracting logs with the same base? Division. What is addition of logs whenever those logs have the same base? It becomes multiplication. So that's all that this covers. That's all that this is today. So essentially what we're writing here, we're changing this so that what we're writing is log base E, and then we're making it the fraction 26 over 8, and then we are reducing that fraction. So 26 over 8 reduces to 13 over 4. So my answer, okay, even though we talked about dropping the log, really this is my answer. Okay, log base E 13 over 4. That's how it simplifies. Okay? Whenever it shows the logs as addition, whenever I simplify it, if they have the same base, I'm multiplying those numbers.
What is the opposite though? Like if there's multiplying logs?
Let's see. We won't get into, at least not in this lesson, where we're actually multiplying logs, where you're asking if it was log base E26 times log base E8. We won't have, let's see, I'm trying to think if I run into an instance where we actually do that. Okay, if we do, it's not for a while. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about that right now. Okay, does this make sense? Can we do this? All right, everybody understands the concept. They're not mixing my bases. Notice that on question number 2, it's log base 1011, log base 10.2, log base 10.22. Question number 3, log base 450 minus log base 4. You see how they're not mixing my log bases at all. In fact, as you look through, starting from page 338, all the way through, all of these bases are staying the same. So all you are looking at is when do I multiply, right? When do I divide? Okay, I multiply whenever I have the same basis and I'm showing addition. I divide whenever I have logs with the same basis showing subtraction. Okay. So, like I said, it's a really short lesson. It was only originally 2 questions, and then we would be done. But I was like, let's at least get a little bit more practice if we can. All right. So on this next section, it says, given the fact that Q equals log base 1011 and R equals log base 10.2, we want to know what variable combinations are going to cause me to get log base 1022. Would I subtract Q and R, or would I add Q and R, or would it be Q times R? And so we're looking at, my final result is 22. What would I do with 11 and 2 to get that? I would multiply. So what am I doing with the variables? I'm adding them. So I should get Q plus R, because Q represents log base 1011, right? And R represents log base 10.2. So if basically what I'm saying is log base 1011 plus log base 10.2 is going to equal log base 1022. Does that make sense? So because this is Q and this is R, Q plus R equals log base 1022. That's all we're doing, okay? So do we understand how we get D as an answer here? Okay, so because we've done 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 are matching questions from those 2, what I want to see you guys do is I want to see you solve question number 3 and solve question number 4. Once you've solved question 3 and 4, you guys can get started on your homework. So I'm going to stop the video actually here. I'll end up with the same place with the other class.